What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the webinar. This is 2026 Real Estate YouTube Playbook. What is working now that agents can't afford to ignore for their 2026 business? My name is Nick Baldwin, co-founder of Lab Coat Agents. And here's the thing. Most agents already know that YouTube works. The problem is the old playbook stopped working. Markets got more competitive. Audiences got smarter. The algorithm started rewarding a different type of creator. And after creating over 2,000 videos and working with over 100 real estate agents, we've got Paolo from your Tube team here with us today. He's going to break down the new 2026 YouTube landscape for real estate. So we're going to talk about what agents are doing right now to generate consistent inbound leads and calls, relocation leads, high intent clients. YouTube definitely has some of the most, if not the most highest intent leads, and I can vouch for that as well. We can talk about that later because I'm a Your Tube team client. So thank you for being here, Paolo. We appreciate the time you're taking to talk to our agents. Hope everything's going well for you.
Yeah, everything is going well. Appreciate you guys having me.
Yeah, no problem. And as always, if you're in the chat and you're watching this webinar, don't forget to drop in the chat. Let us know where you're coming in from. And leave all your questions and comments in the chat, and we will definitely get to them periodically throughout the webinar. So let's get started. Where do you want to start off, Paolo?
Awesome. Yeah, so I have a presentation to share with you guys. I just want to say I truly value your guys' time. I'll give you guys absolutely everything that I can within this next 30 minutes. This presentation took me over 10 hours to create, calling clients, hopping on meetings, compiling data, organizing the data. Yeah, so I know time is the most valuable asset, and I don't want to.
I don't think we've ever had any guest spend that much time putting a presentation together. So this is going to be good. I'm excited.
Yeah, I'm kind of a perfectionist when it comes to this, so it took a lot of time. But yeah, first few slides, I'll be going over just kind of our background as a company and actual proof of our results. And if you guys did need help with your channel, a little bit later on in the presentation, I'll go over pricing and everything that we offer. So yeah, I'll go ahead and share my screen right now.
Awesome. Let's jump into it. Let us know in the chat where you're watching us today. We like to know where people are in the world. So let us know in the chat, and obviously leave your questions and comments there too. All right, let's get going.
Cool. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
Awesome. Yeah, so I'll be going over the 2026 Your Tube Team YouTube for Real Estate Playbook. My main goal is just to provide as much value to you guys. And this is designed for agents at every experience level, whether you're just starting out, you're looking to scale your existing channel, or you're more advanced and have already converted views into closed deals. A few things to keep in mind is YouTube is not a social media platform. It is a search engine. Your YouTube channel is an asset that you own that could generate you leads for years if done properly. So I'll be going over beginner strategies, so foundation strategies to launch your channel. So I'll kind of recap the 80-20 of what we talked about last webinar. I'll go over intermediate strategies. So this is for agents who have closed a few deals from their channel already, and advanced strategies. This is for agents who close deals consistently every month. And what we'll cover today, just introduction and some results we've gotten for clients. So this is real data from real agents that are crushing it. The recap of the 80-20 of what actually matters. How to analyze your competition and identify gaps and opportunities in your market. This one's really exciting, utilizing AI for scripts. So this will cut the learning curve by a tremendous amount of time. Other AI tools to free up some more hours, and advanced tips for agents that are already closing deals. Also, if you want this presentation, just email me directly at Paolo@YourTubeTeam with any questions that you have, and I'll happily respond.
Yeah, let me drop your email address in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
It's Paolo@YourTubeTeam.
Yeah.
And if you want the presentation, just email Paolo and he'll send it over to you. I just dropped your email in the chat.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, so who are we? I'll just breeze through this. I got my real estate and mortgage license in the past. I grew a personal channel with the other co-founder, Chris, to 4,000 subscribers and 500,000 views in about a year. We've done over 2,000 videos, all on YouTube for real estate agents, and we've helped over 100 agents with their YouTube channel. So we've seen what works and what doesn't work across hundreds of channels and thousands of videos. So if a real estate agent were to post 2 videos a week for the entire year, they would create 100 videos. That same agent would need to post every week for 20 years to get the amount of data that we have just on YouTube for real estate. So we don't work with any other niches. It's just YouTube for real estate.
It's your one thing.
Our one thing. And yeah, we've been tracking weekly YouTube analytics for real estate agents since 2022. So for years, we've held weekly team meetings on analyzing what actually works. So every thumbnail, every edit, every lead gen tactic is optimized. So we just focused, like in 2022, we were tracking views, impressions, click-through rate, subscribers. In 2023, we took a ton of courses. One of them was Karen Cars, which is an amazing course. We implemented some lead magnets and A/B tested every strategy that we learned. In 2024, we went much deeper on thumbnails, SEO, and editing. In 2025, we're still tracking every KPI that matters. And I'll go over like how many leads we've been able to get for clients as well. But yeah, we've done weekly meetings on like the best and worst thumbnails, the best practices for editing, how to maximize leads. We've analyzed over 200 hours of client data. And also, as far as just our team culture, our entire team is required to read a book of the month every month, and we've maintained this practice for years. So we're always constantly learning and improving.
I would never make it on your team, Paolo, to read them. I read very slowly.
For me, I personally just use Audible.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, I just listen to it. This is just some performance. This is proof of channel performance results for some of the agents that are crushing it with us. As you can see, one of our clients got 147,000 views, almost 10,000 watch hours, 1,000 subscribers. So this is 1,000 new eyeballs on their channel every single year. And we see that like the second and third and fourth year, their channels really start to compound. So videos that you created years ago are still getting leads to this day.
Wow.
Some other channels, for example, this one got 290,000 views, 40,000 watch hours, almost 3,000 subscribers. Another channel that we manage absolutely crushed it, got him 500,000 views, 50,000 watch hours, and 7.3K subscribers. So this is just a quick recap of the 80-20 of what actually matters on YouTube for real estate agents. So I'd say this is like the fundamentals of YouTube for real estate. If you were to focus on these core elements, this is what really moves the needle. So success on YouTube isn't about doing everything. It's about doing the right things exceptionally well. And these 4 pillars represent the 80-20. So number 1, as I spoke about last time, it's the video packaging, right? It's the topics, the title, the thumbnail. Your video packaging is the first impression. The right topic attracts your ideal client. The title promises value, and the thumbnail like helps stop the scroll. So you want to be able to master these 3. And to quickly touch on that as well, like you don't want to create topics that are too broad. Like for example, how to buy a home or how to sell a home. You want to be able to just kind of niche down to whoever your ideal client avatar is, which is number 2. So you want to determine who your client avatar is and make videos specifically on that. You don't want to appeal to everybody. Define your ideal client, whether it's first-time home buyers, luxury sellers, investors, relocators. You want to be very specific in the videos that you create. Third most important is call to actions. So they need to know that you're an agent. So you want to say something like, if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in your service area, give me a call or shoot me an email. So every video needs a clear, direct call to action. You want to be able to tell the viewers exactly what to do next. So people need to be told how to work with you. So include your phone number, mention your market, and make it easy to reach out to you. You want to reduce the amount of friction it takes for them to reach out to you. Number 4 is very important, lead magnets and landing pages. You want to be able to provide as much value as you can to the viewer. So you can convert these viewers into leads with free resources. And I'll go over a few examples of this, but you can create like neighborhood guides, market reports, buyer checklists, just something of value in exchange for their contact information.
Yeah, and can we tell everybody like why that's so important on YouTube? Because YouTube, unlike Facebook, doesn't have lead capture.
Yeah. So YouTube is Yeah, it's really important because you're just providing value and you're able to capture that lead information and reach out to them. So they're watching your video, they're getting value from your video, and then they're getting the guide and they're getting value from the guide. And then once the lead comes in, you want to be able to reach out to them directly. So call, text, email them saying, I think Nick, you have like a specific text that you send, right?
Yeah, I do. My text says, I've kind of perfected it, but so this is basically hey Paolo, this is Nick Baldwin with Keller Williams Realty out here in Michigan. Looks like you requested my relocation guide from my YouTube videos. Are you planning a move to Michigan? How can I be of help to you? Basically. And then he didn't respond right away. So that I wrote back. I was like, hey, it's Nick again. I just wanted to make sure you actually got that relocation guide that you requested. Let me know, ... with a smiley face. And then he responded to me after that. Just checking to see like if they got the guide. It's very important because if you're offering something, they don't get it, they're going to be annoyed. So you want to make sure. And sometimes it goes to spam. So you want to make sure they get it.
Definitely.
You're just following up just to check. Hey, no pressure. Did you get the guide that you asked for? Want to make sure it's delivered type of thing, you know?
And to answer your question about how it relates to like Facebook. So Facebook, you can just put a guide out there, get a ton of leads, but they don't really know who you are. With YouTube, They need to watch your video. They get to know, like, and trust the video version of you, and then they download the guide. So it's a lot higher intent.
Oh, yeah. Well, because they're searching you out. You know what I mean? They're looking for that information.
Yeah, these are some examples of the very high converting lead magnets and landing pages. I just use Nick's. But yeah, as you can see, the more value that you provide on the guide itself, the better. So right here, we included the hospitals in Michigan, top employers, the cost of living. And on the right-hand side is just the landing page. And with the landing page, you want to have your contact information there as well. They opt in, they put in their name, their number, their email address, and then we would send the lead directly to you. And then they would get the guide instantly. And something about the landing page too is you want to reduce the amount of fields that you have on here. The more fields that you have, the more complicated it gets. And then we don't really see as many leads come in, the more fields there are. So that's just
you don't want to be like, when are you looking to move? What's your price point? Are you you don't want all that nonsense. Just name, email, phone, and then just have a conversation about it later.
Yeah, definitely. Like what you want to have that conversation in person, like or through a phone call.
Zoom, phone call. Because a lot of the people that are coming in for me don't live in Michigan. So I got to either talk to them on the phone or do a Zoom call. You know? And I always look up the area code to see where they're calling from.
Yeah, that's a good pro tip as well. You could even like
Canada, California, Chicago. Nobody actually from Michigan yet, which is really interesting.
Really? So a lot of relocation leads, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome. So how do real estate agents actually get leads from YouTube? We get this question all the time. The 4 proven ways is, number 1, direct reach outs through calls, texts, or emails. So this is after they've watched, a ton of your videos, they got to know, like, and trust you. This is the most direct path to business, right? They recognize you as a local expert. They reach out. Your contact information is spread throughout the video, the descriptions, and the call to actions. You want to be able to, this is very important. You want to pin it as a comment on the description and all over your channel. The leads from the landing page and lead magnets, we just went over this. So just offer something of value to give to them. And also leads through the comment section as well. So you don't want to overlook your comments. There's usually engaged viewers that ask questions and express interest directly in the comment section. So some of these are actually warm leads, and we've been able to help convert some of these leads to actual closings from the comment section. Another thing is YouTube ads. We don't do ads. We only do organic, but you definitely can do this. You can put your best performing content in front of your ideal client. It does get pretty pricey though. We know some agents that have done this in the past, they spent thousands of dollars a month. The problem with like paid ads that I see is the second that you stop paying for the ads is the second you stop getting leads. Why we focus on organic is, your organic is evergreen. And some of the evergreen videos, if done properly, can generate you leads for years without having you to put paid ad spend. So, I mean, I may be biased because we don't do paid ads, but I think organic is much better.
I think that you're right about that. Because also, think about when you watch YouTube and an ad comes up, you're skipping through that ad like as quickly as you possibly can.
Definitely. Yeah, we're like conditioned to like skip through those ads.
Yeah.
And another thing too is after a year of consistently posting and your second year, your channel starts to compound. So videos that you made before are still getting leads to this day. And the third year, it typically gets really, really crazy.
You know what I've been doing? I've been asking people what video they watched that made them decide to reach out. And it's interesting to find out the answers to that.
Yeah, no, that's really solid. Getting specific feedback from the people that reach out, the leads, that's a really great way to create topics as well.
Yeah.
So these are our results for 2025. So these are leads that we've gotten from January 1st to December 16th. We track every single lead on like a master lead sheet. And we've gotten over 3,960 attributable leads that we've generated for our clients. And this doesn't even include direct reach outs, emails, and text.
Right. You wouldn't know. You wouldn't be able to track those. This is just like lead magnet leads.
Mm-hmm. And how we've been able to get this is, like I had mentioned, many of the agents we work with for years are still generating business from evergreen videos made in like 2022, 2023, and 2024. This is why I say YouTube is an asset, right? That asset could generate you leads for years if done properly.
Yeah.
And then this is just proof of that. And obviously I blurred out the, all that information. But yeah, these aren't projections or estimates. This is real data. And a majority of these leads, they represent a potential buyer, a seller, or an investor that discovered them through YouTube and took action and downloaded the guide.
Now, just to let everyone know, like, just because they're high intent doesn't mean they're going to respond right away.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's several that I'm still, reaching out to. But on average, it's taken maybe on average, I'd say 50%. On average, it's taken about 2 times, maybe 3. There's some that I've texted multiple times, but I also do email as well as texting. I haven't called anyone yet because I feel like you schedule that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Michelle's asking a good question. Do you get leads from long form videos or shorts? I don't. You have a very good point about shorts on your channel as opposed to long form and why shorts might be a detriment.
Yeah. So all long form. Like we haven't really seen any closed transactions from shorts. Shorts work very well.
Subscribers tend to come from long form too.
Yeah, because it's a lot more high intent. Because if you put yourself in the shoes of like a buyer or seller, I'd much rather have them watch a long form video than a short form video. Because short form is like fleeting. You watch the video, you swipe, and it's a completely different video. Long form is a lot more high intent, and they spend more time with you.
Yeah, think about when you're on TikTok or Instagram scrolling through reels, you're just swiping. Whereas long form, finding the video, turning the phone into landscape mode and hunkering down and watching it. So it's a lot more valuable that way.
That's true. On Instagram, you would see like a home tour and then scroll and then see like a video about a monkey or something. So
right, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, this is spying on your competitors. So these are some tips. So this is where it starts to get a little bit more.
Michelle has a point. Michelle has a comment. She says she gets most views and traction on shorts. Michelle, type in the comments. What do you mean by traction? Do you mean views? Do you mean subscribers? Because traction and engagement are 2 different things. Views don't mean much. Subscribers don't mean much. So, you know what I mean? You're okay. Views, likes, and comments. Great. Long form is going to bring you leads. That's what pays the bills.
Yeah. But shorts do get you a ton of views and do get you a ton.
Yeah, they do for sure. For sure.
But yeah, long form, you're right, Nick. Long form is what gets the leads.
Yeah.
So competition analysis. So before you create content, you want to know what's already working in your market. I think Tom Ferry says like R&D, like rip off and duplicate. Yeah. But you want to be able to identify the gaps, opportunities, and ways to differentiate yourself. So you want to go on YouTube, open up YouTube, and see what's already working in your market. Type in living in your service area or your service area real estate. Yeah. And for example, living in Austin, Texas, or Miami real estate, or New Jersey real estate. And then click on a few channels, click on 2 to 3 channels and actually watch their videos. You know, you don't want to skim through it. You want to watch the entire video, pay attention to the topic, the thumbnail style, how they present information, their call to actions, and what's getting the most views and engagement. This is very, very important. Take notes, see what they're doing and how you can stand out. So document what's working. Sort by the most popular, check out their thumbnail styles, the editing techniques, and then ask yourself, like, what's missing here? What angle aren't they covering? What value can I provide that they aren't? Like, what unique perspective do you have that they don't?
Yeah, I got a little quick story. When I first started using you guys, you came up with a script. I told the story on the last webinar called, it was about moving from Texas to Michigan. And I was like, why am I making a video about people moving from Texas to Michigan? And they were like, well, we do a lot of research on these videos, and we found that, a decent amount of people who are looking at Michigan, those search results came from Texas. So I chat GPT'd that. Oh, sorry. And in 2024, it didn't have the 25 numbers, about 10,000 people relocated from Texas to Michigan. So I thought that was really interesting. And when I asked one of my leads, from California, what video made them reach out to me, they said, oh, well, a couple of them we watched, but the one about Texas, even though we're not moving from Texas, we're moving from Michigan, that one resonated with us. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So
really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's very powerful. I did not know that the California lead came from that video.
Yeah, because temperature wise, like climate wise, is very similar. And I think that it just resonated with them in that sense.
That's true. And once they watch one video, they start to binge watch it. Like they watch like 5.
Yeah. Then they watched a couple of videos, so it was cool.
So I went on incognito, typed in living in New Jersey. This is actually one of our clients. He popped up, but you see the thumbnail really pops out, and he ranks at the very top.
Wow, he has over 1,000 views in just 2 days. That's awesome.
And yeah, you wanted your thumbnails to really pop out. I had brought this up on the other webinar. I could send that to you as well, to you guys if you email me. But yeah, you want your thumbnails to really pop out along with the title as well. And this research should take about like 30 to 60 minutes, but it'll save you months of trial and error. You'll discover the proven topics, you'll identify the gaps, and you want to be able to position yourself as kind of being a unique voice. Like you don't want to just copy exactly what they do. Just try to position yourself a little bit better after watching the videos.
Yeah.
Here are some huge mistakes to avoid. So I'd say these are the top 4 reasons agents fail on YouTube. And we've seen hundreds of real estate agents start their YouTube channels, and the ones that fail almost always make one or more of these mistakes. So you want to be able to learn from this and just avoid the pitfalls from day one. Number 1 is not staying consistent with filming every week. So consistency is the foundation of YouTube success. You don't want to just randomly post like 1 month and then 4 months later you post another video. Just commit to a weekly schedule, even if it's just 1 video per week. That's usually what we see do well, 1 video per week. If you did want to do 2, it does better, but you want to be able to do something that you can comfortably sustain for a long period of time. So consistency.
I think like consistency, whether you do 2 a week, 1 a week, 2 a month, as long as you're consistent with that, with whatever you choose, right? Because like my kids watch a lot of YouTube. I mean, they don't watch real estate YouTube. They watch like kids playing video games. But like a lot, some of the channels, they don't upload every week. Sometimes it's just once a month. But you know what I mean? But that video will get like 1 million views. But they're consistent with that once a month. So I think like once you choose your consistency, obviously the more frequently you do it at first, the better. But once you choose that consistency, YouTube starts to understand, okay, this is what this guy's doing. We got to get ready for it. When the next video pops up, we know what his habits are. You know what I mean?
Definitely. Like there's a creator out there. I think his name is Mark Rober. And
Mark Rober only does like 5 videos a year, and he has like 50 million subs.
Yeah, but every video is
super high. Like they're long. He's a scientist.
Yeah,
and they take a long time to make. They're like movies, but yeah, he only uploads like once a quarter, maybe. My kids like Mark Rober too.
Yeah, definitely, he's awesome. But yeah, consistency very important. Bad video packaging. So the title, thumbnail, description. So you could have the greatest video in the world, but if it doesn't have a good thumbnail and good title, it won't get the reach that it deserves. And I know I'm kind of being repetitive with this, but it's very, very important. You want your video to be packaged correctly. So title, thumbnail, and the topic as well. So, and you could spend 10 hours on a video. If it doesn't have the right title and thumbnail, then it won't get much traction. Another thing is being a perfectionist and feeding into paralysis by analysis. So perfectionism is the enemy of progress. Too many agents, they spend months planning, sometimes years planning and overthinking and not putting content out there. Done is better than perfect. We had a mastermind as well. One of our clients that we work with, he's posted every week for like 8 years. And that's what he always says, done is better than perfect. So your first few videos, they won't be the best, but as long as you learn from every single video, then should be good. Another thing is hiring the wrong company that has no proof of results, or even worse, buying fake views and subscribers. So yeah, so you do not want to buy fake views, because if you buy fake views, then your videos are going to get shown to those fake subscribers with those views, and then it's not going to reach the right audience. So that's how you like just crush your channel right away. You never want to buy views. And also asking proof for the company, proof of their results. Especially this right here. I know you guys as agents, you get hit up every single time, like by emails and different marketing agencies.
I think I just figured out why it took you so long to make this slide deck, because you were blocking out all that info.
Oh, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm saying all that, scroll down. All of that, all those blockouts of information took you 10 hours to do.
Oh, yeah. No, this took a long time. I was up till like 3 a.m. It's crazy. But so don't fall for this. So there's going to be people that email you, like fake SEO experts, and they're going to say, we'll get you thousands of views overnight. We'll get you a ton of subscribers. And essentially what they do is they just buy fake subscribers from bot farms. And then they just deliver fake engagement that doesn't actually get you real leads. So I know there are some channels out there that have like,
oh my God, dude, I'm getting a lot of those emails.
Yeah. And we see, because we actually own a few like YouTube channels in different areas, and we get emails almost every day. And
well, you know that it's fake too, because like some of it doesn't make sense. Like, you know, it just doesn't, it sounds like it's a canned email basically.
Yeah. And it's funny.
They're trying to, and I just delete, you know what I mean?
They use ChatGPT. Like, for example, this one says, hope you're doing well. I checked your recent video, and this says mention topic.
Oh, geez.
they forgot to erase that. But yeah, you're going to get these all the time. Just don't fall for this. Yeah. So real growth takes time. You know, it needs to be organic and sustainable over time, driven by quality content and a good strategy. So you want to focus on more of the engagement and not just the vanity metrics, like, a ton of views and a ton of subscribers.
Yeah.
So real results, they take time, effort, and so you don't want to shortcut this. Very, very important. Now we're getting a little bit more advanced. So utilizing AI to create scripts. So you want to be able to use ChatGPT to generate high quality, optimized YouTube scripts. So either ChatGPT or Claude. So
Claude is a lot more human.
Yeah, definitely.
So if you're not using Claude, check it out. CLAUDE.
Mm-hmm. So the last slide with doing the research. So you want to find successful videos in your market using the slide I used before, and identify those videos that are getting good engagement and views, and then you can copy the transcript. So this is a pro tip. Copy the exact transcript on YouTube. Click the 3 dots, show transcript, copy everything. So this will be like a good structural reference for like the pacing and the flow. Don't copy it exactly, but like, just use it to post to Claude or ChatGPT. So you could use this prompt. Please give me a fully optimized YouTube script for this specific topic. So insert the topic, but change the location to match yours. I want you to use this transcript as a reference for the structure of the video. And then this is where you copy where you paste the transcript. So you could even do this on like a Google Docs or like a Apple Notes file. And then this is very important. I want you to make it 10 to 15 minutes in length, do an extensive job at fact checking across multiple sources. So the goal is just to provide as much value to someone who is looking at moving to this area and having them use you as their go-to agent. And even more important than that is reviewing it. So ChatGPT, sometimes they're going to mess up. Claude, sometimes they're going to mess up, but they're going to create you a really good script. You want to review it incorporate some storytelling. So for example, for you, Nick, if you've helped somebody move from California to like Michigan, right?
Yeah.
You want to be able to tell them a story of how you've helped another family do that. And then while you're reading the script as well, you want to speak as if you're talking to like your best friend, right? You don't want to put so much pressure on yourself. Just try to have it be natural when you're actually filming. Another thing that our client does is he actually posts like a ton of data that he gets from his brokerage into Claude as well. And that data really, really moves the needle. So yeah, you always want to fact check, especially statistics and local information. So ChatGPT and Claude, they're very powerful tools, but your local expertise is what's really going to make the content valuable.
Yeah.
This turns scripts from hours to, I mean, you could make one of these in like 5 minutes. So you get the structure, the research, and the flow, and then you just have to film.
One of the platforms that I use to film is called Descript. DESCRIPT, Descript. And the reason why I like Descript is because they have this AI feature that moves your eyes to look like right at the camera. So like when I'm filming and I'm reading off the script, you know, my eyes are like moving and reading the script. But what Descript does is takes your eyeballs and just puts them straight up. So it looks like you're always looking straight at the camera. I mean, it does move. It looks human, but it doesn't look like you're reading. It's pretty awesome.
Wow, that's a really great pro tip because it's a lot easier to just read from the script and have the eyes go up without having to worry about looking up. And really, really good tip. These are some advanced tips for agents that are already closing deals. So if you're already getting leads and closing deals from YouTube, then we've found these strategies to help create better content. So custom B-roll works the best. So high quality B-roll elevates your videos. You don't need to burn yourself out being on location for every single video. I know there's some coaches out there that say you have to be on location every single video. We just don't find that to be true. We see a lot of our clients, they still close deals without having to be on location, but they use custom B-roll. So you want to utilize Google Earth Studio to help create B-roll. So Google Earth Studio, it's actually free. It's a powerful tool. You can create like aerial and cinematic footage of any location, as long as there's like Google Earth Studio there. And this is perfect for like showcasing neighborhoods, cities, different features without having like a drone or knowing how to operate a drone. So this is a really good pro tip. You want to learn this, maybe spend a few hours learning this. It's going to be a lot of work up front, but it will help a tremendous amount.
Yeah, I played around with Google Earth Studio. It's pretty sweet.
It's kind of fun, right?
Yeah, it's like a flyover of certain areas.
Also, have your team or you yourself create a Google Drive folder and organize it and compartmentalize each location. So, for example, if you're in like Austin, Texas, and you're talking about like downtown areas, you want to compartmentalize each different location. So the neighborhoods, the cities, landmarks, just so when you give it to your editor, everything is just organized because your editor is not going to know the exact location, especially if they're like overseas. So yeah, you could use this to build like your B-roll library over time. So maybe even spend it like an hour or two every weekend making this library. Another thing, closely monitor your average view duration. This is one of the most important things on YouTube. The higher the average view duration is, the more YouTube will push your content out. So you want your average.
My average is about 5 minutes. Is that pretty good?
Yeah, it's good. Depending on like your how long your video is. That's
why I think my videos are usually around 10 minutes. So I think they're watching like 50%.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. We have some agents that we work with that do like 30-minute videos, and then the average view duration gets higher, like up to 15 minutes. So
I think I did one that's 20 minutes, but mostly they're around 10 or 15. So at least it's long enough for them to get my call to action and, you know, send me a message, which is
good. Definitely. That's really good average view duration. And yeah, so after every upload, just analyze where the viewers dropped off. So you test different hooks, test different intros, test your pacing, you know, very small improvements. Every single video, you want to just learn from every single video. And this leads to massive increases in the reach and the algorithm as well. So yeah, just closely monitor every single video. Because if you want to stand out, you need to look at the data and the analytics. So yeah, they're not just consistent. the ones that are dominating, they consistently test and improve. So track your metrics. So yeah, these strategies, they require a lot more effort up front, but they pay massive dividends over time. This is just some ROI that we've gotten for clients. So we don't just focus on the views and subscribers. We focus on like measurable ROI. So as you can see here, how many deals have you closed the third quarter? One of our agents, 5 deals, another one, 4 deals, another one, 4 deals in the third quarter. Had a recent client say, just wanted to give a thanks to the whole team. Currently have over $21 million in active and pending business in pipeline from YouTube. Another one actually messaged a client today. He closed over 20 deals this year from YouTube. And yeah, if you do the math, 20 deals, yeah, definitely pays for itself.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so this is our services and pricing. In 2026, we are going to increase our prices to $9.97 a month. Starting January 1st. But if you sign up before January, then you could lock in today's rates and get grandfathered in. This is everything that we do. We'll actually edit the videos for you. We'll manage your entire channel, give you a strategy. We'll do custom thumbnails. We'll do the SEO. We'll send you weekly analytics through Slack and give you reports as well. And we'll give you topics. So we'll give you the exact topics to do so you can just copy and paste the transcript like I had mentioned. On top of this, we'll do the professional channel branding and the custom lead magnets and landing pages. So this is our
standard. And I mean, I can obviously say that, you know, you guys have done all that for me so far. So it's very organized, and the turnaround time on the videos are like 2 or 3 days, depending on how good you are on the video. Like if you mess up a lot, it'll take longer. So I always practice the script first and then go in and do it. But if you like mess up a lot, obviously it's going to take longer. So if you internalize the script and get to know it a little bit first before you film, therefore you won't mess up as much. It'll be quicker to turn around the video.
Definitely. And to add on to that as well, like we would take the best shot. So for example, if you say the same line 3 times, we would take the best.
I have to do that sometimes.
But yeah, these are our packages. Their standard package is $849. Our premium package is $2,000 a month. But since you guys are in this webinar, this is an exclusive Lab Code Agent discount. So you'll actually get an additional 15% off, valid until January 1st. So
okay, so it's 15% off, not 10?
15% off, yeah.
Okay, because on the screen here it says 10. So I just want to make on the little call to action with the barcode.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's 15% off.
So it's 15%. So that's awesome. That's even better.
So if you pay quarterly or annually, you actually already get 15% off. So it's 15% off of any package. So recently we had somebody sign up annually for premium, and yeah, they got 15% off, saved over $2,700. The main difference between premium and standard is premium, we create your scripts for you. So this saves you hours. We'll do extra A/B tests for thumbnails. We'll do premium editing with After Effects. And one of the biggest things that moves the needle on premium is one-on-one calls with the other co-founder, Chris, where he'll analyze the data, give you strategies, and this will cut your learning curve by months.
You know what I thought was cool? Speaking of Chris, when I got my first lead, he sent me like this video on how to engage the first lead. And then obviously you use that video and engage with all of the leads that way. So he sent me like this 10-minute video on like scripts and dialogues and what to do and how to do it. And I mean, obviously I've been following up with leads for years, so I already did it, but I thought it was cool that, you know, for someone who doesn't know how to do that, to have that guidance. It was kind of like a coaching session. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's really on top of it. Anytime a lead comes in, he just wants to make sure that the leads are being nurtured. Correctly.
And they always tell me when I have a lead.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So if you got to download Slack, and so they'll say, hey, you got a lead, and they'll give you all the info. And then obviously it's on a spreadsheet too, and you can hook the spreadsheet up to your CRM. So you'll get notified either way.
But yeah, so these are the savings. Like I said, we're increasing prices in 2026 to $9.97 a month. We don't exactly know how much we're increasing the premium package by, but we will be increasing it in January. And if you did want to book a Zoom call, you could type in yourtubeteam.com/labcodeagents. And also, yeah, send me an email if you guys have any specific questions and if you want me to send you this presentation as well.
Okay, I'm just putting the yourtubeteam.com/labcodeagents, and also you can email Paolo at yourtubeteam.com if you want the presentation. So there's the two links there, one link and one email address. If there's any final questions, drop them right now because we're going to jump off. But yeah, this has been great. I highly recommend your Tube Team. I'm getting like over several hundred views on each video. It's only been 7 weeks, and I've gotten about 7 leads within 7 weeks so far. And it's just gonna grow from there. I got my first lead after I think 3 weeks. And let's set the expectation though, Paolo. It doesn't normally take it normally doesn't take it's normally not that quick, right?
Yeah. For most agents, it takes like 12 months to really start seeing some type of traction because there's such a huge learning curve. So I'd recommend at least like looking at it as more of a long-term asset that you invest a lot of time, energy, and effort in the beginning, but it starts to compound over time. Like for example, the client that closed 20 deals this year, this is like his 3rd year on YouTube.
Okay.
So yeah, your channel just compounds over time because you're providing so much value to your ideal client. So yeah,
and also that first lead that I got, the relocation from California, they already came out here. I met with them, showed them a bunch of houses over the course of several days, and they're making an official move in May. So that's a great one. The fact that I got my first lead and actually saw them in person and took them around to see property. Once that happens, it's cool because I've been texting him new videos. That's what's cool. Like when you get a lead, you have a reason to reach out to people every week when a new video pops up. Hey, just wanted to see my new video on Novi. I just made this video about Novi, Michigan. I texted him, was like, I know you like that condo in Novi, so I thought this would come in handy for you. I'm emailing all the leads, all the new videos that come out. You know what I mean?
Definitely, yeah. That
email
helps.
and text.
And you can put them on a weekly newsletter as well and attach your YouTube video because that's another pro tip. So they can actually watch your video instead of just reading through a blog. So we've seen that. For sure. We've seen that very, very high.
Awesome. So this will be on YouTube. You can watch the recording. It'll be posted later on today. Go subscribe to the Lab Code Agents YouTube channel. Hit the little notification bell so you'll know when it gets posted. If you are subscribing to our newsletter, you'll get the replay in your email over the next day or two. And if you want to reach out to Paolo, go to yourtubeteam.com/labcodeagents and set up a 20-30 minute Zoom call, and email Paolo at yourtubeteam.com if you want a copy of that presentation that he spent 10 hours grinding making for us. So there's a lot of cool data on there. Thanks, Paolo.
Yeah, appreciate your this time. Yeah, also if you guys got any value from this, share a few tips in the Facebook group if you did get value. And if you did want to book a call directly with me, I can go over a lot more advanced strategies. So there's only so much I can cover within 30 minutes. I try to make it simple and digestible and give you like just good actionable items. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely do that. All right, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Hope you learned a lot. Reach out to Paolo, start your YouTube journey, and we'll see you next time.
See you guys.